What's up, losers? Sip here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make my simple Enderman farm. Let's get straight to it. So this Enderman farm is actually pretty straightforward. It's actually pretty easy to make in survival. So I actually made a smaller version of this in my survival world, just to show you guys. So if you guys want to go check that out, you can. I'll leave the link in the description. And yeah, it actually does produce a lot. So this is with looting 3. And I forgot how long I was here for, but it's not that big of a deal. Uh, yeah, so they actually do come in pretty quick. I actually have a couple people here, as you guys can tell. So that's taking up a little bit of the mobs. Actually, it might not change because I'm in the end. But, oh yeah, you guys can see they start falling. So, the way it works is the Endermen are going to spawn on top of here on this huge platform. And then they're going to, oh yeah, you guys can see them all spawning. And then they're going to go after this Endermite. And because there's buttons here, they're going to try falling in. So it is really easy to make. So I would definitely recommend making it. And let's get straight into the build. Alright, so here's the materials you're going to need. So yeah, it actually is pretty easy. For the Endermite, you're going to need to just get a bunch of Enderpearls and, hope that you get the Endermite. For the name tag, it's gonna have to be named, and then also for the smooth stone, or it doesn't have to be smooth stone. Remember that it could be any block. It could be any block except for transparent blocks. So you can't use leaves for. It just has to be a solid block. So you could use stone, cobblestone, dirt. Doesn't matter. You're gonna actually need a lot. So I don't know. Maybe I would say bring a single chest with you. Probably you don't even need that much. It's not like crazy crazy, but just make sure you have a block that you have a lot of, so that you can use that to build. And yeah, other than that, it is pretty easy to make. So let's get straight into it. And oh, also one more thing. You're gonna need a chest, but you can. The only reason I didn't put it is because you can decide how many chests you actually want. So you could use one chest if you want. You can make a double chest. You can actually add another hopper so that you could add another double chest. So just grab however many chests you want. So yeah, let's get straight into the build. Alright, so first step is you have to grab your 2 stacks of leaves, and you're gonna pick the end of, or like one of the end sides of the of the actual island. So what you have to do is you have to use your 2 stacks and you have to build out into the void. So really, it's not 2 stacks. You have to build at least like, I don't know. I'll say like probably 100 blocks away from the end city, just so that no Endermen spawn. So yeah, use your 2 stacks of leaves or whatever. I forgot how much it was. Maybe I think it was like 2.5, maybe 3 stacks. I forgot what I put. But yeah, use those to get outside the end. So now this is far enough to where no Enderman will spawn over there. So all the Endermen are gonna spawn where we want them to spawn. So yeah, build your little thing out of leaves, and then once you have that, just make your little platform so that you have some room to work. And this could be however big you want. You could add whatever you want, but I'm just gonna show you guys the part that you guys actually need. So you're gonna grab your building block, and in this case, I'm gonna be using smooth stone, and these 2 blocks are just gonna be for measurements, so you guys can see better. I'm gonna be using smooth stone because that you guys can actually count, as you guys can tell. So first thing, you're gonna make a 2 by 3, so like this. Now this is where your hoppers are gonna go. So I'll add the hoppers later, because right now I just want to show you guys. And then you're gonna make a little wall like this surrounding it. So make a wall all the way around, and just like this, and then make it too high. Now what you're gonna do is to the side, I'm gonna say like, actually yeah, right here would be good. So knock out this corner just so you can count better. And then where you're standing, you're gonna go 30 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're gonna go, yeah, you're gonna go 30 blocks. So I'll see you guys. All right, once you're 30 blocks up, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make an oval that's the same shape as that thing, or not an oval, a rectangle, whatever shape you guys want to call it. So it's the same thing as this. So this is where the Endermen are gonna fall. So let's make sure that's good. Yeah. And then what you're gonna start doing is you're gonna make a like little tunnel where the Enderman can fall. So the reason I said make the pillar here is because I think that's the easiest way to do it. So you're just gonna do crouch and place your blocks, and you're gonna make a rectangle for each layer. So I'll show you guys the easiest way to do it, I guess. Just make it 2 blocks high so that the Enderman can't fit in here, and then come down here so you could break this block, put one down there, jump down here, and then just go all the way around. So you're gonna go all the way to the bottom. So I'll see you guys when I get down there. Alright, so I did all the rings except for these last 2 rings because I actually want to show you guys how to do them. So the second to last ring is normal. So you just do that one like this. So let me do that. And then the last ring, you're going to see that it's going to match with this bottom one. So then that means that the wall is going to be 3 high, just like that. Now this is perfect because now you have your little area where you can kill them. So yeah, so this is your whole little tunnel thing done. Now you could actually remove these blocks if you want. It doesn't really matter. If you just like it where it's empty, then yeah, you can remove those, but it's not that big of a deal. Now we're going to actually start the spawning pad. So this area is actually very specific, so make sure you guys hear this correctly. So the way you're going to do it is with the side that you're standing on. So this is the side that I'm going to stand on, right? I'm going to go up, and then right here from this block, I'm going to go 29 blocks. So this is 1 block, so I guess what you can say is 28 blocks that way. So 1, 2, or actually, no, I'll build out of these. So like this. So you guys can see every diamond is 2 blocks. So it has to go 28 blocks that way. So really, it should end with a diamond block if I did it right. So I'll cut back when I'm 28 blocks that way. Alright, so this is 28 blocks. You guys can see I ended with a diamond block, so that's good. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring my blocks and I'm going to match it up all the way over here. Just like that. Then match it up all the way over here. Just like that. Now, you should have a 3 by 28 long thing. And then, or not thing, but you know what I mean. Little spawning pad. And then you're going to make a diagonal all the way to when you hit this middle. So this right here, from this spot, this one's actually weird because it's a double middle. So I'm not gonna build this out yet. I'm just gonna look at it when I get over there. So I'm pretty sure if I measured it correctly, it should also be 29 blocks, but we'll test it out. So you're just gonna make this diagonal, and they're easy. So let me make sure you guys get this right. So it should be 3 long, and then you place a diagonal going this way, and then you guys, it'll all come easy when you actually build it. You guys can see my cousin throwing Enderpearls. It'll all come easy when you actually build it. So let me do this, and make sure you don't mess it up. This is actually like very crucial. So I'll explain how I got these measurements. The way it works is you have to be, I think, 56 blocks away from it. So I just used that at 50 blocks, and then I just used a triangle calculator to get that. Alright, so yeah, the diagonal matches up here. So as you guys can see, this is matched up with this center, and I'm just gonna bring this all the way out, all the way like this. So I should have this like that, and then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So bring all this over here. So then now you have this part done. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So I'll cut back when I have the other side done. Alright, so I replicated this on the other side. And I actually did the measurement for you guys. So you guys can count these. It's 28 from the diamond block. So it's diamond and then 28 blocks. And then, yeah, so like I said before, it's 28, 28. So this one should be pretty simple. This is where it starts getting confusing. So this side is actually a different size than these two sides because of the fact that when you AFK down there, or not AFK, but you just stand there, the mobs that spawn have to, I think it's like 56 blocks, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. So let's just start on this side. So you're gonna have to make a 24 block line from this center, so we'll just do it out of these two. So 24 blocks going from, starting from this diamond blocks. Yeah, so 24 blocks going from right here, this diamond block right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just cut back when I get 24 blocks. Alright, so I made this line, it's 24 long, and now you're actually going to do the same thing with the diagonals, and this should get you the whole platform done. So you're going to make your little, you're going to make it 1 extra long so that it matches perfectly with that. And then from this, you could actually just fill in a little block right here so you can see it better. You're going to start the diagonal right here. So you guys can see the diagonal, and you're going to match it up. Now, let me make this diagonal as quick as possible so I don't mess up. You guys are going to see that it's not going to match up perfectly, like I said before. And that's fine. I know it's not going to look right, but it still works. It'll still work perfectly fine. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be off a couple blocks, but that's fine. That's just because of the way that where you stand. So, of course, you could make it a little bit more efficient by maybe fixing this and doing the perfect measurements, but it doesn't really matter to me. So, do the same thing on the other side, and I'll cut back when I have it all done. Alright, so I did the same thing on the other side like I said before. And just to make sure that you guys have everything right, it should be 5 blocks. Like the end of this should be 5 blocks away from the end of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you guys can see it 5 blocks away. So yeah, you should have this whole thing done. And now what you have to do is you have to fill all this in. So just fill it in, use whatever block you want. And I actually forgot to mention this. Remember, you don't have to use these blocks. I just use these blocks because I want you guys to have an easier time counting. And same, or actually not same, but like with the leaves, you have to use the leaves. The leaves are different because leaves, Endermen don't spawn on those and they can't pick them up. So make sure you use the leaves on the bottom so that the Endermen don't spawn there. And other than that, just, yeah, start filling it in. So I'll cut back when I have everything filled in. Alright, so we have the whole thing filled in. So it should be looking like this. So yeah, it's pretty big, but this is almost, yeah, it's pretty good for efficiency. So now we actually have to put what's going to attract the Enderman over here into this little hole, which is the Endermite. So first step you're going to do is you're just going to place the 6 buttons on the walls over here so that the Enderman will think it's a floor and they'll fall in. And then we're going to start building a little cage. So you're going to go up 4 blocks, so just like that. And then you're going to place the iron bars in the middle of these 2 blocks. So you see how there's a middle right here? You're going to place the iron bars just like that. So it should have a 3 block air gap under it, and then it should be in the middle. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place 2 blocks on top of those, and then you can actually break these little blocks. And then you're going to make a little cage around it, just like this. So make a cage around it, and then place 2 rails in there, and then surround it again. Now, for me, I don't have to do this, but for you guys, you have to. So if you guys don't know how to get an Endermite, the way you get it is by throwing in Enderpearls. So keep doing that until you get Endermite. But before you do that, you want to make sure that you have your name tag. So just grab a name tag and name it whatever you want. I'm gonna name it, I don't know, dude, whatever. That's or you know what? I'll name it loser. Yeah, I'll name it loser. All right, and I forgot to name it. So yeah, just get your name tag, and the reason you need a name tag is so that the Endermite doesn't despawn when you leave it. So just make sure you have that. Now this, remember you do this in this exact order. Because for some reason, when you have an Endermite in a minecart, you can't name it. So you have to name it before you put it in. So I could spawn in the Endermite, but I'll just show you guys how to do it. So just keep throwing Ender Pearls until an Endermite spawns. Well, actually it's not peaceful, so let me make sure I change that. So I would recommend just having feather falling boots and just putting a bunch of armor on, because you know it's gonna attack you. Make sure you don't have thorns on though, because the Endermite's like it doesn't have that much health. So if you have thorns on, then he's gonna die, which happened to me a million times. So just make sure you have your thorns on, and make sure you have your gear on so that you can do it. So just keep throwing ender pearls until you get it. Now I'm just gonna grab a spawn egg just in case. I can't actually find the spawn egg, and well, you know what? Whatever. I'll just do it like this. So just keep throwing ender pearls until you get it. So let's see if I can get it quick. Now it's gonna be kind of annoying, and the way I recommend doing it is staying onto one side. Don't like stand in the middle. Get it to one side, because when you put the minecart in, you want to have the easiest time possible. So just stand on one side, keep throwing ender pearls, and then there we go, just like that. Now when he's down, name him real quick, and then put a minecart. So for me, it was kind of easy because of the fact that I'm creative and he's not hitting me. But, oh yeah, you guys can see the Enderman. But yeah, so now I have him in. I'm just gonna remove these blocks, and this is, remember, you have to do it exactly like this. Remove this minecart right here, or this little rail, and grab your wall. Now this is just to help you, so you don't need this. If you just want to try pushing him, then I guess you could do that. But I think this is the easiest way, so just put your wall down, and then come to the side, place a block right here, and then you're just going to have to, you know, just try pushing him. He's going to keep hitting you, but if you, eventually you can push him into the wall, and then you can break all these surrounding blocks now. So you guys can see he's pushed into that wall, and then you can start breaking the blocks under him. So break that one, and break that. So there we go. Now that's actually the whole farm done. All we have to do now is just put those little hoppers down. So you guys can see the Endermen are getting attracted to this Endermite, and they're all trying to get after him. So they're just going to keep coming. And yeah, let's get on to the hopper part. Alright, so I did everything. All we need to do is fill in the hoppers. So I actually blocked this up, so all the Endermen are under this, so I'm not going to break it. And the reason I did that is so that we can put in the hoppers. So I actually should have told you guys to put the hoppers in before, but it doesn't really matter. You guys can put them in now. So with these blocks, what you're going to do is you're going to do it like exactly how I tell you. So these 2 blocks, leave them, but you can knock out the 2 side blocks. And then put hoppers going into these blocks. So if you just crouch, or if you, honestly, if you just click it, then it should work. Just like that. And then you can break these 2 blocks so you guys can see the hoppers are going in towards the middle. And then you can come over here, you can stand right here, and then you're going to place it on the leaf. Place a hopper on the leaf, crouch, and then place another hopper into this hopper. So now all the hoppers should be going into this hopper. And then you can just place your 2 chests here. And if you guys want, you can always add more storage just by, you know, doing something like, I guess like this. You know, there's a million ways to do it. But, you know, I'm just showing you guys how to do it. So I'm actually going to remove this because, you know, I'm just showing you guys the simplest way to do it. So that's actually done. This is the whole Enderman farm done. So I'm going to break this. Oh my god, they're going to start coming. And I accidentally broke a block. Oh no. Alright, there we go. So yeah, that's the whole thing done. So let's hope that they start spawning soon. Although they are spawning pretty quickly. And I'm just going to fly up to show you guys. Now I actually have a couple people in the game, so... Oh, but they're still falling. Yeah. I have a couple people in the game, which is kind of taking the mob cap a little bit. But that's fine. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Okay. Yeah, so it is pretty quick. It's pretty easy to make. If you guys come up here, you guys should see... Yeah, you guys should see a bunch of Endermen up here. That's how you know it's working. And I'm happy that there's some Endermen up here so you can see what's going to happen. So I'll just wait till one of them... Actually, I'll spawn a... Oh yeah, you guys can see. They get angry at the Endermite. I don't know why. They just do it. But when they get mad at the Endermite, they're going to try running after him. And then these buttons, they think at full block, so they actually just end up falling. And they all fall down here. So yeah, I would recommend using Sharpness 5, Looting 3. And I'm pretty sure with Sharpness 5, that might actually one-shot them. If it doesn't one-shot them, you can always put a beacon or just bring a strength potion. Or you don't need to one-shot them. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, overall it's done. So yeah. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's the whole Enderman farm built. So before I end the video, I just want to make sure you guys join the Discord. to ask me any questions, because I can't really answer comments anymore. I'm getting too many. So just join the Discord. I'll be answering questions there. You could send me pictures and I'll try looking to see if anything's wrong. But honestly, this farm is pretty straightforward. It's kind of just a huge platform with the Endermite in the middle. But yeah, so make sure you join the Discord. That's where I answer all my questions. And other than that, if you guys did enjoy, you know what to do. Give me a kiss goodnight. See ya.